What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Two Chicks in a Ball. I'm your girl, Nikki B.
Kim Lene.
And we are Two Chicks in a Ball.
All right.
Whoo, y'all, it's been a minute.
Yes, it feels like forever.
Forever since we graced you all's YouTube screens.
Yeah.
Life was life in the holidays. It was just a lot going on, but we back.
Back.
All right, y'all, let's get into our first segment called Around the League, where we break down the biggest news from the week. But let's start off with how the regular season ended.
All right.
Let's recap that. It was wild. We had teams sneaking into the playoffs. We had, literally just barely. And then we had some surprises, too, that had us shook.
Yeah, the end of the season was wild. We can start with Saquon.
Yeah.
He rushed for over 2,000 yards with the Eagles, threatening to, I guess, break Eric Dickerson's record in 1984. Good Lord,
1984. I wasn't even born.
I was.
I was born the next year.
Lord have mercy.
We telling our age.
Yeah, we are. But yeah, so he was going to break it, but he decided not to. They decided not to play him.
Would you have done that? Like, how you feel about that?
I would have done it, for sure. But I guess they was looking at the bigger picture because they wanted to rest him for the playoffs.
True.
But I would have done it. And Eric Dickerson, he made me mad.
I didn't like that either.
I didn't like the fact that he was like, well, I'm kind of glad he didn't break it. Records are made to be broken, sir.
Yeah. At 84?
Like, come on. Like,
that's so long ago.
It was. It was a long time.
But he came up 100 yards short. Yeah. But I wanted him to break the record. You said that you would have did it.
Yeah, I would have done it. But, of course, I mean, like I said, I guess they was looking at the bigger picture.
I just kind of felt like Eric Dickerson, like you said, I mean, he was a little rude with it a little bit.
I felt like he was too. I really did. He was like, well, I kind of glad it didn't and, whatever. But I'm like, sir, you're like a dinosaur. Like, sit down. Like, somebody's going to break that record at some point. But I wish he would have. But like I said, I get it.
True. Well, girl, we didn't cheers.
I don't be drinking, but I guess I'm drinking today. Cheers.
Cheers. Y'all, we've changed sets, by the way. So, welcome to our new set.
They can see that.
I'm drinking tequila today. Neat. Where do you have
I'm drinking some type of rosé wine.
Okay.
But girl, Saquon showed out though.
He did.
You know what? Why is he not mentioned in the race for MVP?
You know what I think is messed up? I think they don't really give no other position like a chance to shine at MVP other than quarterbacks. They are always saying they're open for like other MVP candidates, but it's always like quarterback.
But he had such an astonishing,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying, like year.
I agree. I don't know.
That is so bizarre.
I don't know why they did that like that, but
that's crazy. But Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, they neck to neck.
Pretty much.
With over 3,500 passing yards and 500 rushing yards. I don't know. I mean, it's a toss up, honestly.
Who you got winning?
Lamar, but my thing is, I don't care. Like, because if his tail don't go to the Super Bowl, I'm done with him. I'm serious.
Y'all heard it here first.
I am done. I am going to not even say his name anymore. I'm just gonna say X.
Like that other guy?
Who?
The other guy.
Who?
Pac-Man.
Girl, who is that? Who is that? Yeah, him.
And y'all, but let's not forget about the rookies this year. Jaden Daniels lifted the Commanders. I mean, he got them going places.
They are balling.
They never even been.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, since 91.
That's crazy.
They ain't been to the playoffs in 91.
That is crazy. And you know what? He is so phenomenal that I don't think anybody has done what he's done.
No.
I mean, C.J. Stroud was, he did, I don't think the numbers compare though.
His numbers are still better.
Yeah, that's what I read. But wow, that's crazy.
Because they were comparing his rookie season to like people from like back in the day.
Really? And he was number 2.
Because they said Mark Sanchez went to the playoffs his rookie year. I did not remember that.
I didn't either. Who is that? No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Tush push. Dude that ran into his center. And then Bo Nix, I mean,
Yeah.
they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But what happened to fingernails?
A disappointment.
Where you at,
He
fingernails?
disappeared. He did a disappearing act. That's what he did.
For those of you that don't know, on this show, we refer to Caleb Williams as fingernails.
Yeah, because he loves to, do the most with his nails, which it's all good to me, but
He
whatever.
gets designs, too.
Yeah, he does. No, he does more than I do. I mean, I just keep mine kind of plain, but he goes all the way out. But you heard, when he was drafted, right? He had told the punter, "You're not going to do much of that here." And matter of fact, the punter has punted more this season than he's ever done. He is such a clown.
Such a clown.
Like, boy,
clown with fingernails.
like what in the world? That is crazy. And then you got Kirk Cousins and them damn Dirty Birds. Now, he done got all that money, honey.
Always.
And they had to bench his tail for the rookie. What's his name?
Michael Penix Jr.
He's a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had to take over. But you know what, though? I could never really understand why they brought Kirk Cousins in when they drafted this guy so high.
So the thing is, they got him in free agency, right?
Yeah.
That's why they were so shocked that they drafted him, Michael Penix Jr., number 8 overall.
Right.
But it's kind of like the way they described it in like the press conference after the draft, like the day after the night of the first round of the draft. They basically was like that they was trying to set up their like quarterback room for the future. So
Okay,
they
well,
were
that makes
saying
sense.
that they got a veteran, and then who normally puts up good regular season results, but he be tripping in the postseason.
Yeah, but
He's like nowhere to be found.
well, clearly, because I can't see him because they home.
Oh, for real, he might be back home in Minnesota.
Yeah, he's gone, honey.
He out of
It's
here.
a mess.
He was swag surfing for a minute though.
Yeah, he had him lit down there in Atlanta for a little bit.
But I'm almost like Cam, like with Kirk Cousins, like, bro, like, who was your agent? This dude got paid all that money and don't be doing nothing.
Cam Newton got some nerve to be talking about some agent. Boy.
Because of the money that Kirk Cousins is getting.
Okay. Yeah.
You a hater, man. But anyway, Jim Harbaugh, I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Hardball.
Harbaugh?
I don't know, girl.
Jim Harbaugh, he back, he won the championship Michigan
Sure did.
last year, came back to the Chargers, which he used to play quarterback for the San Diego Chargers back in the day, but it's in LA now.
It's LA now, yep, for sure. Yeah, he keep them hands on them knees, honey, on that sideline. He be focused, child. And that's the truth. But I'm actually really happy for him because he is a good coach.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like give him a couple more years, maybe 2 or 3. They'll be in the Super Bowl, I believe.
That's all.
Yeah, I do.
So you believe in Jim?
I do. I really do. Because, he had San Francisco looking good at one time. Yeah, but after
That
winning,
is true. With
with Colin Kaepernick and all of that crowd, he had them looking real good because I think Colin could play in that system with him.
Because they went to the Super Bowl.
They did.
And they lost when the lights went out at halftime. Did you think that was a conspiracy theory? Or do you think somebody did it on purpose?
Girl, who knows? Like, listen, it wouldn't raise my eyebrows. I can tell you that much. Kind of nothing about none of this stuff will raise my eyebrows.
I mean, you right.
That's the doggone true.
You right. But speaking of comebacks, this year's performance, Sam Darnold. What you make of that? Because he revived his little career that we thought that wasn't there anymore.
Listen, they did good with him to only sign him for 1 year. They got some good shit out of him.
Well, he wasn't even supposed to play.
Right, because they had J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
The number 10. And didn't do nothing.
He got hurt.
Girl, bye. He wouldn't have done that. I don't think that he would have took them as far as
Probably not.
Sam Donald did.
Probably not.
I know not. He wouldn't have.
Probably not.
I know not. You want to throw salt on Sam Donald's name because he was here in Carolina and was thinking.
I'm throwing it.
Hey, well, you need to throw dirt on everybody else's name in Carolina then.
Not everybody, but
yeah, you do. You do.
There's certain
the one
ones.
jersey you got sitting up over there. Your boy.
Who?
Number 9.
Young fella.
Girl, bye. Please.
Little man.
Mm-hmm.
Little man.
Yeah, you're right, little man. You got that
getting
right.
it. Bryce, for real though. You getting it together. We so proud of you.
And when he come back here and hurt your feelings, when that season start, don't say nothing to me because I'm not going to say a word.
They calling him the Carolina Reaper.
I'm act like I didn't hear you. I'm going to act like I didn't hear you.
He saved his career. After he got benched, he came back. He shocked everybody. He finished the season with 61.8 completion percentage, 2,014 yards with 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and an 88.9 passer rating.
Yeah, he was balling the last 4 games.
No, it was more than 4.
4.
It was more than 4.
4.
It's all of them since he's been back.
Nicole, cut it out, yo.
Stats don't lie.
Oh, okay. Whatever. But we still suck, though. 5-12.
The stats.
5-12. And you got a nerve to be around here talking about the other teams and how they stinking up joint. Carolina is to 5-12. Until they do better than that, I don't have anything positive to say.
I did not say we don't be stinking it up, but we're making progress.
Okay.
We not making progress?
Girl, we're not nowhere but home. The Panthers is home like we are. So ain't no progress being made.
Well.
Them guys that's about to go in the playoffs is making progress. The Panthers ain't doing nothing.
So what we making? What would you call it?
Nothing.
No progress.
Girl, they are
Baby
in Turks and Caicos or Cancun, one of the two. They somewhere in Mexico.
As we speak.
Yes.
But I'm excited about next year. You not excited about next year?
No, I'm not. No, I am not until I see something. That's when I will get excited. I told you, I always give them the first one. I can tell the first game of the season, I can tell how it's going to go. I always can. Yeah, I say it every time. I go to the first game to see how it is, and I don't do it no more. It's a waste of time to do season passes and all that type of mess they be trying to throw in my face. What is it? Next man, 52, 53, vault, all that. Like PSLs. And then you got to add this on and that. By the time you done, you done paid $100,000 to watch them go 5-12. I'm not doing that. No way.
It's going to be better this year.
Okay, well, yeah, time will tell.
It's going to be better.
Okay, Nicole, time will tell. Time will tell all things.
We need a number 1 receiver because clearly we thought we had it and we didn't.
Who was supposed to be number 1?
Xavier Leggett.
If he stopped eating damn raccoon and all this old type of stuff, maybe he can do something. But he too busy skinning raccoons and duck and possum, squirrel, and all these animals. Like, if he put more effort into actually catching the ball and reading the plays and running the routes, then he would be okay. But move on, because he's a hot mess.
And he definitely dropped the ball on the wrong
numerous times.
at the wrong time.
Yeah, like, I was excited about him when he first came, but then I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, I was excited about him too, but we need some O-line depth.
Yes, I agree.
And we need a block. I really wish we would do a blockbuster trade for a defensive end. I really don't want to spend a number 1 draft pick on that. We need, like, game changers. I mean, a good defensive end could be a game changer, but why can't we get that in free agency? I know they're trying to build through the draft, but it's like, how many more years are we going to be rebuilding?
Forever. Forever.
I mean, shit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all, let's get into our next segment called Came Through Dripping, where we break down the best pregame fits and on the field drip. In today's episode, we're going to give you our Came Through Dripping awards for the entire season. It could be a team, uniforms, it could be a player. So, who were some of your favorites and who won the season for their drip?
I don't know, really. I mean, I would probably have to say Jalen Hurts. He always came through dripping to me throughout the whole year. He's always looked great. You know, and what he's, you know, have on. I would have to say Russ. Russ always, to me, come, you know, ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Whether he do it or not. He's always had his fits, you know, together. Like he's coming to handle business, even if he don't handle the business. You know, he always like, you know, a little fly, whatever.
It's true. That's the most important. What they say, you got to get ready so you want to stay ready.
Stay ready so you won't have to get ready.
Oh.
Yeah, but we get what you were trying to say. Yeah, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like he would do, but he would come prepared. Like he looked like he's coming prepared, even if he wasn't prepared on the field.
He looked the part.
Yeah, he looked the part pretty much.
But that's all that matters in this segment, you know.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, is it what? No, it don't. He need to be. I'm pretty sure they don't care if his ass come naked, as long as he get out there and do what he need to do.
Truly.
So,
well, I got two winners. I'll go with the Eagles Kelly Green uniforms, which I like any type of like electric, like vibrant green, especially like lime green.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty loud, but yeah.
Yeah, and then well, I ain't heard that in a minute.
What?
It's pretty loud.
It was loud.
And then, as far as a player, I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I was gonna say him too, honestly, because he always looked dope. And like I said, I you know, he's slim, you know, nice little body, all that type of stuff. So anything will look good on him, honestly.
All his choices were bomb.
Yeah.
Accessories, tie,
He just got engaged, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And they got
for
a
him.
kid too.
Congratulations.
But hopefully next year we'll get a little bit more edge. Like I kind of feel like a lot of the outfits were kind of predictable this season.
Yeah, it's their stylists, honey. Them guys, they got stylists. I guess they all talk to each other or something because they always kind of looking the same.
That's what I'm saying.
You switch it up, switcheroo.
For real. All right, y'all. Let's get into our next segment called That Ain't Itchy.
Nope.
Where we call out the plays, the players, and the moments from the week. They just had us shaking our heads, but this week is dedicated to Black Monday, an update on all the head coaches and the GMs.
Yeah.
That lost their job, man.
Yeah, we knew that was coming though. Especially all these teams that freaking suck. I'm surprised Carolina didn't fire that guy, but I guess they just hired him, so they're gonna have to see what he's gonna do. I see where the Patriots fired Mayo, but I kind of knew that was gonna happen though.
How you figure? You tell me why you think, and I'll tell you why I think.
4-13.
Is that the only reason you think so?
Yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, it's gonna be a whole bunch of other people getting fired, but they just ain't got fired yet.
I think they give Caucasian coaches more of a pass when it comes to that. This was this dude's first season, whole new system, rookie quarterback that he went between Jacoby Brissett, who was their bridge quarterback, in between him and the rookie. But I was thinking that Robert Kraft was going to give Gerard Mayo a little bit more time because they got a lot of history. He played for the franchise.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought so, but I don't know. And do you think it was like people in Robert Kraft in his ear politics? You think
Probably
that
did, yeah, because I mean, it's always been a winning culture out there.
True.
You know, and now it's not. So it's kind of hard to go from winning all them damn Super Bowls and to not even making the playoffs.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, what?
They ain't even batting 500.
At all. They like us.
I thought we won one more game than them.
Could have, yeah, because they're 4-12. We were 5-12.
Progress.
Girl, bye.
Yeah. So, but you're right. They did finish the season 4-13. I get it. But I guess we'll see. But them Jaguars finally got rid of Doug
Now
Peterson.
that's somebody that should have been gone a long time ago. Doug Peterson should have been out of there. They should have took their boot off and kicked them out. Just boom. Right in the buttocks.
If you think about it, they only had like one good season under him when they made it to the playoffs that one time.
Yeah, because that quarterback, boy, he really looks like a woman to me.
They just had a baby.
I know, and that's the picture I'm talking about because, like, I was like, who gave birth? Because they was in the picture, and I mean, he has womanly features.
He does.
He really does. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but he really does. I was like, what in the world?
And then the Pantene, you know what I'm saying? That don't help, you know?
Yeah, like his hair is, I don't know. That picture was kind of creepy. But speaking of interviews, girl, I guess the Jets on a mission. They've already interviewed, I guess, Ron Rivera, Rex Ryan. That's a shock.
Like, he talked
because he's been there before.
Yes,
he was
and he got fired.
The Jets. Right. He got fired. What's the guy, Mike
Vrabel?
Yeah, he used to be the coach for Tennessee. He was stinking up a joint in Tennessee, but they actually was doing good in the beginning.
But he went back to the Patriots too. Again, somebody who played for them before.
Girl, they was dapping him up and everything. They was so happy to see him.
We'll see how that goes if he has to lose the season. We'll see if they keep him.
Yeah, but they probably will. Yeah, that's crazy work.
Yeah. So, I did have a question. Kellen Moore. Do you think that he finally gonna get an opportunity to be a head coach somewhere, or how you feel about him?
No.
Yeah, the Jaguars are interviewing him.
Really? Interesting. See how that worked.
And we can't forget about the Bears. Lord have mercy. They fired Matt. Is it Eberflus? How do you say his name? They fired him back in November. And then, the interim head coach was Thomas Brown, who used to be I don't know what he was with us. He was like the offensive coordinator. Then he wasn't calling plays. Then he was calling plays. Then he was an interim.
Just so unorganized. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you expect to win when you ain't even got no structure? But when you ain't got no structure, it's like, how? Girl, that's just foolish.
So they even want to speak with Pete Carroll, Mike McCarthy, which more on that later. So I don't know. They desperate.
They are desperate.
I
thought they was gonna interview Ron Rivera, the Bears.
The Bears, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would love to see him go there.
Yeah, he won. He was Did he win with them?
1985.
Yeah,
Super
I thought
Bowl.
so. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that would be a good fit.
Yeah, I think so. But he's a defensive man, though. They need somebody for fingernails.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I feel like they can get him a really young offensive coordinator or pass game coordinator, something younger, but he needs an older
I think
figure.
so too, yeah.
Because Cam was saying how good of he was a player's coach, but he was just so good at them being able to come to him, talk to him about things,
He just
life
got
situations.
that, fatherly, type of spirit about himself. I love Ron Rivera. He was really good for Carolina. He really truly was. It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't. It was Tepper wanted his own guy. That's what I think it was.
Yeah, it had to be because he was really good for Carolina. He really was.
For a long time, too.
And hell, he even did good up there in D.C. until they moved on from him, I feel like.
True. But it's he didn't even have the talent on the roster to kind of I wish I would have gave him a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I see the Raiders, they cleaning house, too. Antonio Pierce, I knew he was about to be out. They were 4-13, too. They lost 10 straight. That's the fourth head coach since 2021.
Ain't that crazy?
What in the world is they doing down there?
Crazy.
And Tom Brady, he's the minority owner now. I heard allegedly that he was trying to get Bill Belichick to come down there and coach and lead Carolina.
But he said he wasn't going to do that,
hired.
though.
Who?
Bill Belichick.
Oh, he's not leaving Carolina. They gave him the bag. He ain't going away. But it looks weird to see him coach on a collegiate level versus like not in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But it's like, why nobody else was trying to give him a chance?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I think all these teams are wanting to go younger. I mean, I think that's just what it boils down to.
The younger ain't always the thing, because I'm telling you the truth. Because I feel like, a player would be more inclined to listen to somebody that has had experience, that's older. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing.
But some of these new people are actually players, like have been players before.
Yeah, that's true too.
So,
Yeah.
But, Antonio Pierce, bruh, you were wildin'. Remember he tried to do comments about when they played us, about how basically like that they were making business decisions. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then
like basically they didn't come. They just thought they could fly past Carolina.
Yep.
And just not even have to do anything.
Mm-hmm. And then when he was, what else he do? When he was liking tweets about Devontae Adams, leaving, he was just, his energy was like,
it was off.
It was,
and
weird.
You can tell if we can feel it. Just imagine what's going on in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that was a mess.
49ers fired their special teams coordinator.
They fired everybody but Kyle Shanahan. They find every damn body but him. That's the one that needs to go.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the one that needs to go. Let's go. He needs to get the hell on because he ain't did nothing but get everybody else around him fired.
Exactly.
And him in his ponytail.
He tries to keep firing people. I think to project
it, outward when it needs to be inward. Yeah.
Because, sir, you done got out-coached by the same team, the same coach, the same players.
Yep.
Like,
it's a mess.
Twice.
You know what? San Francisco ain't gonna never win. They ain't gonna make it to the postseason.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it. As long as they're up under his leadership, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm serious. It's not going to happen.
You're right about that, because it's kind of like, damn, like, what else can they do? I mean, like, they've got so much talent on the roster, but it always comes down to that coaching.
Yeah, that too. And your guy won't stay healthy.
Well, we knew that. That's why we had to let him go. I didn't want to let him go, but, I mean, let's be real. He was hurt almost every season.
Christian.
I think he only played 1 or 2 full seasons.
Christian, it's time to just sit it down.
I still love you, though.
Yeah, it's going home. Matter of fact, keep that house up there in Lake Norman, honey, because it was on the market.
Is it still on the market?
I don't know, but it was on the market for like 13, 14 million. I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, the castle.
Yeah, I was gonna go and look at it until I saw the price. I was like, nah, bro, I can't do no 13 mil. No way. And plus, it was all big and cold looking. Like,
yeah, they called it.
It didn't look good, but it was on the water too. I mean, I liked it because it was on the water.
Yeah,
you know. But,
I mean, that makes sense.
I was like, oh, nah, bro, I can't do that. I ain't making no NFL money, that's for sure.
Oh, that's some good money right there.
Jesus will.
But anyway, let's get into our next segment, y'all, called Out of Pocket. Now, we're going to talk about the wild, the reckless, and the crazy straight up moments from the week. Kim, what had the folks out here wilding?
Jerry Jones, them girl, what they doing down there? Golly, it's just like, what is going on with them? Every year it's the same crap.
Every year,
like, what is going on? They can't make the playoffs. Dak got hurt again. And Mike McCarthy is not getting the job done. It's like, what, Jerry? It may be time for you to hang it up too, bruh.
Oh, he been should have hung it.
A long time ago. I don't think they ever win as long as he is the head
and the GM.
I don't think it's not possible.
It's not like,
you know. It's just not. I'm sorry.
It's time for him to start delegating other tasks.
Something, and give up that big chair and just enjoy your retirement, sir. Because yeah.
And the crazy part about it is, he has the money. You remember what David Tepper came in? He used his money to hire all those people. It's like Jerry Jones. You are like the biggest staff.
To do what?
To coach. He paid extra money for them to get additional resources. So that's why when Frank Wright was here, there were some coaches that had like weird coach names because they made them positions up.
And they still didn't get him nowhere fast, now did it?
I know.
And still didn't get him nowhere fast because he just as worse as you. He ain't as bad, but he's about to be there.
Yo.
And ain't but 4 feet tall.
Who are you talking about? Who are you?
Tepper. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, made me sick.
But yo,
he spent a whole bunch of money for nothing.
Dallas,
he ain't did nothing for us.
Got all this money and resources, and he can't even get the right people. He can't even pay people.
Hell,
to save their franchise.
No.
That franchise need to be saved.
He cares about headlines. I don't really think he cares about winning, to be honest with you. I don't, because people are gonna always talk about the Cowboys. You know, they're gonna be front and center. Everybody gonna talk about them. Blah blah blah. I guess that's how he was able to grow the franchise to all these billions of dollars. You know, because it wasn't worth that when he got it.
You right.
But you know, quote unquote, America's team. But I just don't know. Do you think they'll hire old Buddy Rowe?
Neon Dion.
Yeah. I didn't know they called him Neon.
Back in the day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Was it the Braves? Neon Dion.
Oh, okay.
Prime. I feel like Prime was born when he started playing football. Mm-hmm. Dude, they ain't call him Prime. I was just actually watching that special. He was like, when he was on the field, he was just Dion on the baseball field. Mm-hmm. But when he was on that football field, he was Prime.
Prime, yeah, prime time, because it was prime time. Like he was exciting to watch. Kind of like Terrell Owens in a sense. You know, Terrell Owens.
I forgot about him.
You know, he was
with the
prime time. Yeah, absolutely. And he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You know, he was exciting to watch. I feel like Ocho was going in that. And, you know, he was that direction until all the other shit went down.
True.
That domestic violence stuff. But, yeah.
But what had happened was Mike McCarthy, he was under contract till January 14th, right? Mm-hmm. Jerry Jones said, oh, we're not going to move on from him. No, we good. I'm paraphrasing allegedly. Mike McCarthy said he wanted to stay, right? Yeah. But then the Bears asked to interview Mike McCarthy, and Jerry Jones blocked it. Then, fast forward January 14th, and Jerry Jones fired his ass. Pity. So, what was that about?
Some foolishness. He obviously didn't want him to go to the Bears, but that's messed up. But hell, he ended up getting fired anyway, so I guess he can talk to the Bears at this point.
Yeah.
So maybe he was trying to keep him, but, you know, maybe trying to justify keeping him, but then really couldn't justify keeping him, and then just end up letting him go. Child, I don't know.
I don't know. That was just kind of like crazy, weird. Like, why you do him like that?
Girl, it's a dog-it-out way, honey.
But, like, come on. Like, he missed out on the opportunity to interview Aaron Glenn, who is the defensive coordinator for the Lions. And he missed out on an opportunity to interview Ben Johnson, who was the offensive coordinator for the Lions. All because you was what? Trying to teach him a lesson, being petty.
Being petty? Girl, being petty. Just that simple. Just being petty. Like, sir, what are you doing?
But back to what you said about Dion. Like, what do you think, like, he would, like, have to... What do you think he would be okay with, and what do you think he's going to demand?
Who, Deion Sanders?
Yeah. If he was to take the job.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like just what any other coach would demand, like bringing in their own people.
And what about the whole Suns thing? Because everybody, you know, says that, like...
I don't think he would really care about coaching his son. I don't think so, because clearly his son can't go to the Cowboys.
They had talked about some crazy shit about them trading up
to get his son. And didn't they just pay Dak?
They did. But that's what I'm saying. Who's
gonna pick that up?
You pay him all that money. But Shador said he wants to be number one quarterback off the board, but they're trying to say Cam Ward might be.
He should be.
Yeah, he good.
Cam Ward is good.
He good.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything from Shador's. I'm saying like, he's good too, but he's not as good as that boy.
I mean,
like he
true.
can hang it up for real, because he's definitely going number one for sure.
Cam Ward.
Yeah.
To the Giants?
Probably, yeah.
No, Tennessee picks first.
Okay, well, he going to Tennessee then. Wait a minute.
This will be their third try trying for a franchise quarterback in like 2 or 3 years. Because remember, they drafted Malik Willis. That didn't work
Who is the
out.
quarterback down in Tennessee?
The mayonnaise man. My mind went blank. Will Levis.
Oh, yeah.
This going to be their third try in like 2 or 3 years trying to find a quarterback.
Well, you said 3 years?
2 or 3 years.
Okay, well, I guess if it's 3, the third time is the charm, I guess.
Third time's the charm.
But, yeah. And then Travis, he going to go second.
I think it's going to be quarterback. When is the Giants? Did the Giants pick?
I don't know.
Second.
It's done got all messed up now. Because, hell, I thought we were 7, but then now we really 8.
Yeah, we
It's just whatever.
We 8.
It is. It is what it is at this point.
But I guess we'll see what,
We got no choice.
what they going to do with that.
But see.
But
Nothing else we can do about it.
true. But Jerry got to clean that mess up, man. It's a mess.
Yeah, but I don't think Deion. I think he's going to stay in Colorado, though.
All right, y'all. Let's get into our last segment called No Cap.
Recap.
Where we break down the top performances from the week and get ready for next week. Girl, how was them wild card games looking?
Predictable. They were looking very predictable because we already knew the Ravens was going to beat the Steelers 28-14.
Yeah, we knew that.
Russ won't cooking up nothing but some fish. No, he won't even cooking up fish grease because that's good and hot. But he was cold. Girl, he was cold. So no,
It was a mess.
Yeah.
Like, so what you think gonna happen with Mike Tomlin?
Nothing. He gonna still be there. Yeah. He gonna still be there. Justin Fields may take the reign because Russ is gone. And they just gonna keep on doing what they're doing. He hasn't had a losing season. Everybody keeps saying that, but they still can't win a playoff game.
And then you say it's people contacting him, but he was kind of like,
Yeah, like teams were wanting to reach out and interview him, but he basically was like, they're wasting their time. Like it didn't get no further than the front office. It didn't get to him because he's not interested.
oh wow.
He wants to remain in Pittsburgh.
I mean, it makes sense, but I guess like what's gonna be the best for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I think the best is gonna be him staying there.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna get no better with somebody else. I just not.
I mean, yeah. I mean, nobody knows that city like he does.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the organization, the team.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a really good coach.
What you think they're gonna do about Pickens?
I don't like that guy.
I mean, I don't like his attitude.
He has a terrible attitude. And for
Yeah.
somebody not to be, he's not even really like a big time veteran.
But he was drafted like, what was his draft? Like, wasn't he drafted pretty high?
I don't remember, but all I know is that he acting like he's like a 10-year veteran. The type of comments he makes.
Yeah. Mike Tomlin did say that he needs to mature.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's immature, basically.
That's like...
Yeah, because he was like, they were not on the same accord. Like, him and Russ was not there.
The entitlement was crazy.
Yeah, but when he was asking for the ball, Russ was giving, targeting him, but he was dropping passes. So it's like, you're screaming for the ball, but when he targets you, when he throws the ball to you, you're dropping passes. So, like, what else can he do? But Russ is out. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the end of that. The Texans beat the Chargers.
They losing everything like that.
Yeah, just wow. I mean,
I couldn't imagine.
Lord knows I couldn't. Jesus.
So hopefully, they can get it.
Yeah, it's gonna take years, obviously, for them to rebuild, and people, some people were relocating and all those types of things. Some people may not even come back. you know, because I was hearing like some people were selling, you know, their land and all that stuff like that out there to relocate to a different area because it's like it happens more, it seems like, than often. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have them. I mean, it's almost like it happens out there a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's like LA is like the best but worst place. Like,
right, because they have the earthquake.
Yeah.
You know, and then they have these wildfires.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place, but it's just like, wow, like they just be hit with so many things.
Yeah, it's like living long term. Like, you gotta kind of, you know, it's a lot of things to take into consideration.
Yeah, mudslides. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they be having them too. Girl, it's just sad. It's just sad stuff.
Oh man, but anyway, Justin Herbert, my guy. What was you doing? Because he threw more interceptions in this game than he threw all season long. Damn. Like, and I guess that's what they mean when they say that, you know, it's any given Sunday, or in this case, it was a Saturday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's kind of like, wow, like,
he looked terrible.
He looked terrible.
Yeah, he really did. Damn. Boy, and one, including a pick six. Jesus. Mm-hmm. They got washed up. Mm-hmm. You and this CJ Stroud. I don't think he had a big of a sophomore slump that you're trying to put out there. Nicole, cut it out. Like, you want to just not give this guy credit.
No, that's not true.
Because we messed up.
That's not true.
And did not draft him.
That's not true.
And it is true, Nicole.
That's not true.
It is true. You giving Bryce way more credit than you giving CJ Stroud.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are really biased.
Nah. So CJ Stroud, very talented. Very
He
talented.
made the playoffs.
Oh, he absolutely did. But did he? But you know what I'm saying?
Did he what? Come on out with it, Nicole. Did he what? Did he what?
Nothing.
Did he what?
We're gonna talk about that next week.
Whatever.
But you know, he was still balling.
He has balled.
I never said that he don't be balling. Okay, he threw for 282 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But Sam Darnold.
Listen, Sam Darnold.
He's seeing ghosts again, y'all. The Rams killed them 27-9. 27-9?
Yes, they did.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just think the Rams were way more prepared than the Vikings. Yeah, I just think it was coaching. I mean, they was on Sam the whole time.
That coaching.
He couldn't break a loose. Like, he just couldn't make any plays to put them over the top. He just couldn't do it. But that does not negate the fact that he had a really good season for them, and they were not expecting him. Nicole, really? Seriously? Like, what? Are you really going to go there? Because Sam Darnold, he did not do anything in Carolina. And I get it, but it was the system in Carolina. It was the system in Carolina. You don't understand. The system here is bad. It's horrible. It's not set up for quarterbacks to win here in Charlotte.
Now it is. Not before.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they won 4 or 5 games at the end.
Yes.
Nicole, no, it's not still. They have more work to do here in Carolina.
No, we absolutely
Because I honestly do not feel like they're going to take that momentum from the end of this season to the beginning of the next season.
Why?
I don't think they are.
Why?
Because they're not. We still got the same people in place.
Okay, but
they went 5-12, Nicole,
which is better than 2 wins last year.
Okay, we won 3 more games.
That's
congratulations, congratulations, and they had the first round pick. The first round pick.
We didn't have a first round pick this year.
No, we did not, but we did the year before last, and that was your guy.
And he's playing better.
Girl, cut it out.
Way
Okay,
better.
well, we'll see if he keeps that same energy, but I doubt it. Because he got the same coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, they was talking about Sam Darnold was going to be MVP.
Girl, that was early on. They ain't talk no more about Sam Darnold because they've been talking about Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Hell, they even had threw Saquon in there for a little bit before he didn't go break the record.
Right.
When he didn't do that, he was out of the discussion then.
Which was crazy as
Yeah,
hell.
so now it's in between them. Man, Sam Darnold, that was early in the season. Ain't nobody checking for Sam Darnold now. Not for no MVP.
But you know, you can't never bet against Sean McVay. You know, they got the they playing the Eagles next.
Yeah, but the Eagles should win. But we know how that goes.
We damn sure do.
Because Hurts, I just don't trust him. Not in a big game. No, I don't, because I felt like they should have won when they were in that Super Bowl. That was their Super Bowl to win.
But I mean, Pat, man,
I don't care anything about him. I don't, because you give him way more credit than you give anybody else.
because he's good.
Girl, he is not. He has the refs on his side, and I don't care what anybody
I agree
says.
with that.
He
I agree
does.
with that.
They do. They have the refs on their side.
I agree
Period.
with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But he's still good.
Girl, whatever.
Anyway,
cheaters never freaking win.
the Commanders and the Bucks game didn't disappoint. Of course, I was going for Jaden Daniels. He didn't disappoint. He went 24 for 35 for 268 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and he led the team in rushing for 36 yards.
Okay. That's what's up.
And Baker.
Lord Baker. What happened, Baker? You won't bacon, guy.
Baker wasn't baking.
He won't bacon at all. Oh, Jesus. But you know what, though?
What?
Jaden Daniels, that dude.
He really is.
I don't think Baker really folded. I think he played good. He just didn't play good enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think he played good enough to beat them. And Jaden Daniels is laser focused. And he's going to do everything that he has to do to win.
True.
Whether it's his arm or whether it's he's using his legs. That guy he's a game changer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and it's so magnificent to watch because I'm serious, it's electrifying because he literally was drafted number 2.
Truly.
He's a rookie. He has so much poise and accuracy. Like, it's unheard of.
It really is.
For him to be so young, so calm, cool, collected, and just able to get out there and put his team in a position to win.
Absolutely.
Like the last minute drives, like he's moving the ball down the field. Like, he is ready to go.
He on PTTG.
Yes.
Trained to go.
Yes. And and it's no different from when he was at LSU.
That's true.
Like watching some of his film when he was there. He was doing the same shit he's doing now in the NFL.
He a winner.
He is a natural born winner. That little boy. Let me tell you something. He needs to gain some weight though.
That little boy.
He's small. He needs to gain some weight though. He needs to put some weight on because they swing his tail all around the place.
But that's the least of his worries. Like he could bulk that up,
Yeah. He's just in off season. He doesn't gain weight. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if they literally went to the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I'm serious. Like I would not be surprised if he drove the Washington Commanders to the Super Bowl. But you gotta understand, they got good ownership too, because you got Magic is a winner. He part owner of the LA Dodgers too. I feel like, and they doing well or did do well or whatever. And now they have turned their franchise in DC around.
They definitely have. Like in 1 year.
In 1 year.
1 year.
These guys have won a playoff game. They are in it to win it.
In it to win. I ain't heard that in a minute.
Yeah. Like, listen. I knew from the beginning when I was watching Jaden Daniels early on that he was gonna be that guy.
You
Sorry,
said that.
I did because I could see it. He had that determination in his eyes, honey.
He did.
He's a winner.
He really is.
Winner, winning chicken dinner.
I can't wait to see how far he go.
He gonna go far. That's for sure.
But let's talk about this Packers and Eagles game.
Trash.
I was excited about it, but it was lame.
Lame, boring.
Like, Eagles won
boring.
22-10. Like, what the hell happened to Jordan Love?
Nothing. He just ain't good enough. He just ain't.
Oh, man.
Jordan Love not. He's just not.
So you
He looked way different from what he looked last year when they beat the Cowboys.
well,
And,
you know, he played through some injuries this year.
Okay. He won't injure them last games.
So no excuse.
No excuses. Like, it's no excuses. You got to get out. You got to get out there and do what you got to do. Plenty of people play through injuries. That's for sure.
Now, I agree with you there. There are plenty of people that do. And you just got to keep pushing through.
Yeah. Because the Eagles, they were up, 7 and zip before the 2 minutes and had to run off the clock and all that.
Before.
Yep. The game was physical. We all seen that.
Yeah.
The Packers, everybody was falling out. You know what I'm saying? They had injuries left. It ain't funny. No, because listen,
No.
I ain't laughing at nobody getting hurt
I'm
now.
laughing at you saying left and right.
I mean, they were. This guy over here falling, that one falling. I was like, what in the world is going on? Then that one knee bad, and then this one, I mean, everybody was just gone. They was carting off everybody. It was just a mess. I was like, Lord have mercy.
They were on the other side of Black History.
They were that day, because boy, I really hated for one of their top receivers, Christian Watson. He had a torn ACL last week. That's crazy.
Them ACLs just be catastrophic.
They really do. Then you had some concussions going on.
Golly.
Jaden Reed, Romeo, what's his name?
Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, him.
Dobbs.
Upper body injuries. It was just it was just everything.
Dang.
It was just a lot. It was a very physical game. It really was.
That shit is like bad timing.
It really is. It's bad time because it's like when you need all your players the most in the postseason. And I get it. Like, they played more games, right? This year was 17, you know, and less preseason games because they did that because most people would get hurt.
Exactly.
You know, it was tearing the ACLs up.
Yeah, so it's just bad timing, man. Like, I hate that for the Packers.
Yeah.
You know, they trying to create an identity since Aaron Rodgers left, and they ain't been able to do it. But anyway, Josh Allen back in the playoffs.
Like we figured, yeah.
I mean, of course, they beat the Broncos 31-7. Let me tell you something. The reporters bought into the Bo Nix hype.
Everybody did. That's all I can hear. Bo Nix. Bo.
He didn't.
Like, that's it. That's all you heard.
He didn't do jack squat. But you know, Josh Allen being in the MVP race with Lamar Jackson, he just passed Jim Kelly for most postseason passing touchdowns with 22 in franchise playoff history.
Yeah.
You think he can keep it going?
Who? Lamar?
No, Josh Allen.
Of course. Josh Allen he's a winner. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Between him and Lamar, I just don't know.
You know they play each other next week.
I know. And it's looking real spicy because Lamar was like, you know, they cool, but he want to win.
It's whatever.
Yeah, it's what he want to win. And the same thing with Josh Allen. He wants to win too. Like, both of them is trying to be in the Super Bowl.
They trying to be that guy.
I tell you the truth. But my thing is this right here. If Lamar Jackson don't win, I'm done with him. And I meant that. Because it's like, what is it going to take? Like, you are so good in the regular season, but when it comes to playoff time, you choke. Yeah, but more so Lamar.
I mean, true. But yeah, because Josh Allen always makes it to play against Patrick Mahomes.
Girl, yeah, because like I said, I'm so sick of him. Like, the refs be on his side. I don't want to talk about him at all. I'm sorry.
Well,
you can talk about him all you want to, but
I'm going to go with Buffalo. Okay? Like, at home, Bills Mafia, and you know Lamar be choking.
Yeah. Now, hell, I might as well go with him, too.
about Washington and Detroit?
Detroit should win, but who knows? If Detroit don't win, they're gonna be looking real crazy because you done went all season. What is their record? Like 16-2.
I feel like they only lost like 2 or 3 games.
16-1 or 15-2 or whatever because it's 17. But if they don't win, y'all gonna have to start questioning Dan Campbell for real. Like I know I touched on him a little bit, early on in the episodes about him making bad play calling and stuff like that.
Bad decisions.
Yeah, bad decisions and all this type of stuff. Yeah.
Still playing the starters.
Right. But if he does not win against Washington, which is like what, a 5th, 6th seed? I think they 6th seed. And Detroit is 1 seed. If they come in and knock Detroit off, man, leave me alone.
And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, he done dyed his hair Honolulu blue again.
Girl, let me tell you something. Brown, I'm about sick of him too because all he do is run his mouth. Well, he better put some action behind all that talk because he was like one of them guys. I can't think of his name right now, but he was drafted. He plays for Washington, but I think he was drafted before him.
Yeah, Brown, Damani Brown or whatever his name.
Yeah, and he was like, oh well, I see him across from me, this and that and third. I don't forget anything. Yeah, he called him out. Whatever. Okay, keep that same energy through this game because if they beat your tail, I don't want to hear nothing about it because you might as well dye your hair back black because that blue don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swang. For real, because at this point you just in there playing with dye.
Listen, the Commanders, baby, y'all gonna have to play the best game y'all have ever played to go into Detroit and beat them. It's possible, but they're going to play the best game they've ever had to play.
That's going to be a good game, though. Because like I said, Jaden Daniels is a winner. So if he go in there and beat them, he's going to have the best rookie season in history.
For sure.
In history.
Yeah, for sure.
So
that's
it's going to be
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting.
But Philadelphia and the Rams. Who you got for that game? Because Saquon got to have a good game. Jalen Hurts got to have a good game, right?
Yeah.
But what you think about that A.J. Brown drama? Him last week reading the book on the sidelines, went viral with it. Like,
he listen.
What you think?
Drama king. Queen. Like, why are you doing that, sir? Like, you just drawing more attention to yourself. Like, you just want it because, like, what? Why? Because he wasn't targeting you. Like, what's going on?
Somebody, he wanted more targets. He wasn't throwing him the ball.
Maybe because you wasn't open, sir.
Maybe.
I don't know. I didn't really look at it in detail, but I don't know. Like, it's just silly. But Philly should beat the Rams. They should. But it's any given Sunday. I don't know.
Damn sure is.
It really is. So, I mean, the Rams they weren't that far removed from winning the Super Bowl. So,
true.
So, I mean, I ain't going to count them out.
I mean, this is true. But I'm going to go with Philly against the Rams. Last but not least, Houston is going into Kansas City. Of course, I'm picking Kansas City. They at home. Taylor Swift in the box. Who?
I'm not saying a word.
Who your pick?
Nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't picking nobody.
So, you not picking CJ over Mahomes or...
Girl, we already know C.J. Strauss and Houston Texans is not going to win because they ain't even got none of their weapons. Half of them boys is out.
Oh, yeah.
You got...
Tank Dell is hurt.
Yeah, and
Stephon Diggs
Diggs. He don't have nobody. Yeah. He don't got nobody. Like, I'm surprised they even going into this playoffs. Like, I'm just...
It's an Arrowhead.
Yeah, like, I'm just so over it. Like, they make it so easy for them. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that they're not going to win. It just is what it is. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. This week,
we will see. We'll see some cheating. That's what we're going to see. They can't say it. They can't say it about the refs, but I can, because them refs cheat for him.
They really do.
They do, and everybody know it. Like everybody know that they have the refs in their back pockets. I'm so tired of it. Like, don't you get tired of seeing them? I'm sick of it.
We'll see what goes on next week. The divisional round coming up. It's gonna be some good games, so we cannot wait. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Two Chicks in the Ball. Again, thank y'all for sticking with us on a little hiatus break we had.
Yeah. And that was your hiatus, because I was ready to go.
But thank y'all so much for
I was
tuning
ready, honey. And this one right here was wrong. This is doing the most.
We promise we won't ghost y'all again.
Don't be making promises you can't keep now.
But y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.